Well, if we look at what are the issues that often arise in therapy when young people talk about what went wrong in the conversations that they had with their parents, one that constantly emerges, and it's very sad and very upsetting, and the parents would never have wished to do it, has been the occasions on which they have said something like, "Oh, you look like a tart in that," or where they've come in very late and there's been an automatic assumption that they were up to something. And, I can recall people saying, "Imagine my mother called me a slut. Imagine she saw me in that way." And that can be deeply wounding and hurtful to them. So I think a really golden rule almost is, we need never to make assumptions about what has happened or what they're doing or what kind of people they are, least of all based on what they're wearing or their appearance. And that if we do, we can do something that's very damaging in terms of the sexual conversation we have with them.
In contrast to, authoritarian parenting or permissive parenting, there are two kinds of extremes. There's what we call authoritative parenting, which is a style of parenting that sets some clear boundaries, but within those boundaries is capable of collaborating or negotiating with the adolescent and reaching compromises around things that may not be so critical to survival. But they, as parents, know that it is their duty and it is their right to define certain parameters beyond which it's not safe to go. So, if you like, they define where the cliff face is, and if the teenager goes beyond that line, they can fall off that cliff. So it's very important that teenagers isn't just left to drift without any sense of where the boundaries are. And it's very important. And very often what I've observed in working clinical practice is that teenagers who are acting out are often not trying to rebel against boundaries as much as find out where on earth the boundaries are. Where are the limits here? What do I have to do before somebody says stop?